Hey guys, this is Long Haul Larry with my Big Blue, which is going to get some new headlights. Actually, we're not with Big Blue. He's out in the shop right now. But I thought I would show you guys what we're planning on doing. I have been talking about my headlights are pretty bad. They have the basic H11 bulbs in them. They have a projection style headlamp in them. And they have the standard H11 Sullivan bulbs that are inside there. A lot of people have been commenting that they're very poor. Yeah, they are not the greatest, but they're good enough for what I can see. I can see. I've gotten emails and all kinds of stuff saying it's dangerous and stuff. I can't actually see. I think the camera just doesn't show very good or something. But they are poor. And me and my boss, we have been talking about it, and he's a big fan of HID. He loves the HID bulbs. So I have been doing some research and talking to different shops and everything else. And the shops are telling me that the new LEDs are the way to go. I've talked about it on past videos, and one person is HID is the greatest. One person is LED is the greatest. This brand of LED is the greatest. Blah, blah, blah. It's just been going back and forth and back and forth. Everybody's got their opinion. So you know what? I figured I'm going to find out. So, this is what I have done. I know you guys have been out there trying, saying, what about your headlights? You got these kits, put one in. I've been saving them until I get all the kits. And then I'm going to do a comparison. They're all brand new bulbs. Straight out of the box, I have just polished my headlights. So they're clear and everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through one by one, and I am going to test each one. We're going to start out with this one. It's the Incisor or something like that. And this is an LED bulb. I got this off of eBay. I think it came straight from China. The one thing that I did hear about it is in the reviews, it said that you might have to shave this a little bit to get it to snap into there. But it's a pretty basic one. It's where the wire is going to plug in there, right from the truck and everything. There's simple, just turn it in, just replace the bulb, plug your wire right into there, and away you go. This is an LED bulb. It has a fan built into it, and it has like some cooling fins. Cost of this one, I got a set of them. There's two of them that comes in here, off of eBay for $7.99 for two bulbs. Okay? So there's the first one that we're going to test. It's actually not going to be the first one. I'm actually going to do a halogen, but this is the cheapest one that I got. The next up one from that is these. These are actually halogen bulbs, but they're Silver Star Ultras, they're called. They're right from Sullivan. I have the basic Sullivan bulbs in my truck, and these here are Silver Star Ultra H11s. And basically, these are supposed to be very bright. So these here were $48. I bought these at Fleet Farm here, just in Plymouth, Wisconsin, and they were $48. Those will actually be the first one, because I'm going to show, now that I have the headlights tested, we're going to do our first test with the basic bulbs. Then we're going to switch to those Silver Star, and then we'll move up to these LEDs. Next on the list came from a Petro, and these are the XK Glow. And these came from the Petro. This one here is actually taped. And these here were $89. These are 60 watt, 6000 K, it says, bright. And replacement bulbs for H11. So we'll open it up, see what we got here. Should be just basic bulbs. I don't know why there's two boxes. There we go. Looks very, very similar. That wire looks really weird. These are just like little protective caps that go over the top of it right now, so you don't mess with it, I guess. They look very similar to the other ones. They have a cooling fan in the other. Quite a few different wires. I'm guessing that there's probably a wire harness in here. And this one here has a little box here. From what I understand, having these are a little bit better. because this is going to kind of amp up the power to these LED lights. So that's what these are. So there you go. Then, next on the price list, I'm actually going to test these last. These are the ones that my boss bought for me, and these are the Extreme HID bulbs. And I really hope I don't have to do all this wiring. There's a whole bag of a wire harness here. But basically, it comes with this module, and here's the actual bulb. And he paid $160 for these. He bought the Sullivan light kits. These have Sullivan lights. This little deal just unscrews off of here, just like that, and then that will snap into there. It's got, and this is the Sullivan light kit. These were suggested by the Mafia Chrome Shop, and they're the ND9s, Night Dominators. And it says on here that these are only 36 watts. Now these over here, they actually had two different kits at the Petro, but they were sold out of the high ones. And these say they're 60 watt. So I don't know. These say they're 36. This is the one that they have suggested. And I've talked to a couple other places, and they said the same thing. That these are the ones to get from my truck. These here are, they say they're specially designed for projection style headlamps. And that's what the Kenworth has it in, is a projection style. And then these are the most expensive ones. And these came from the Pilot, and they're called the Silver Lux by Putco, something like that. High-powered LED kits. And these here, instead of a fan, it has like this big resistor thing on the back of here. I don't know what that's all about. But basically, you're supposed to open these things up, kind of like a fan, and have them sitting behind there. And that's supposed to translate the heat out of them and everything else. And this was the top of the line at the Petro that I could find. So we really don't know which one's going to work. I'm going to try them all. And we're going to see which one of these LED kits will work. And what I'm really curious about is finding out how these $7.99 ones I got off of eBay work against a $200 kit. So we'll find out. See you then. Alright guys, here we go. Test number 1. This is my standard H11 bulbs that came with the truck. I have my windshield all polished up, clean as can be. This windshield is actually only 2 weeks old, so it's a really clear, nice windshield. I have the headlights assembly. You guys saw that video where I polished those up. Those are nice and clean and clear. And I have a camera set up in the window, like I usually do. I have a camera set up on my speedometer. I'm going to be doing 55 miles an hour. And I have a light that will be up on the right hand side. That light is exactly 200 feet away from the camera that I have set up next to the shoulder of the road. So you guys will see it coming by. So test number 1, here we go. I think we're just going to do 35 miles an hour. That way the camera may have time to focus that's on the side of the road and stuff. So here we go. You guys can see the light that's on the right hand side. It's going to be exactly 200 feet away from my camera, set up on the shoulder of the road. I'm actually doing 36. Here we go. Now I'm actually going to go down here and turn around and come back the opposite way so it picks up the light coming back that way too. Alright Alright guys, here we go, test number 2. This is the Sullivan Silver Star Ultras, $48. These are halogen lights. I think that they are better. I'm seeing more of a white light. We're coming up here to our light on our right, which will mark our 200-foot distance to our camera. 35 miles an hour. There you go. All right, turn around and we'll go back the other way. Alright guys, these are the $7.99 ones I got off eBay. They are spelled ISLINCER. These are $7.99. That's really all the information I have on them. They're different, but I don't think they're really that bright. But it's a real white light. Oops, I gotta slow down. There we go. All right, 35 miles an hour. There's our light on the right. So that's 200 feet to our camera. There we go. Alright guys, these are the XK Glow. These are from the Putco in Joplin, Missouri. These are 60-watt LED bulbs. And these bulbs were $89. They are a little bit better. I can see the ditches more. It's got that white light just like the $7 one, the $8 ones off of eBay. But they're a little bit more of a coverage area. There's your 35 miles an hour. And we'll go down and turn around. Alright guys, these are the Night Dominators. These were the ones recommended by a lot of the different chrome shops. I paid $169 for these. And they are better. I will say that. They are, I'm able to see further out, and I can see the ditches too. And it's a very white light. You can get these at the Mafia Chrome Shop for $129. I just got tired of waiting and I ordered them from Iowa 80 and I had to pay tax and shipping. So here we go, past the 200-foot mark. 35 miles an hour. I think these are so far the best. Alright, these are the Silver Luts from Putco. It's P-U-T-C-O. And these were just over $200. I bought them at the Putco in Joplin. I'm gonna say my first initial thinking of them is I can see more of the ditches. But it's not as white as of a light that the other ones are. I can't see out as far. Here's our 35 miles an hour. But I definitely can see the ditches more. There we go. Alright guys, this is the Extreme HID These were the ones that were bought by my boss. He loves HIDs, so he said put these in. They were $160. I have no clue where he got them from. He said that he did want to make sure that he got the Sullivan bulbs with him because those are the best or something. For some reason, I have a low beam bulb fault, but they're both working fine. You don't even want to know the amount of wiring I got to do. But here we go, past the light. There's my camera. There you guys go. That is a pretty complete comparison of halogen, LED, and HID bulbs. I was actually pretty astonished by that little cheap $8 bulb from eBay that I got. Stacked next to the halogen bulb, it was hands down better. And for $8, I mean, and one halogen bulb cost me almost $50. So for $8, that's a pretty good deal, and it was good. It just didn't project out very far. I think it's because it doesn't have that power box thing on it. I think that's the main reason. When he seemed to step up to the ones that did have the power box, it did a little bit better. The Silver Lutz one, I didn't think it was the greatest, but the thing is after I did all the tests and everything else, the light was on for a while, it seemed to warm up and it seemed to get a little bit better. So, I don't know. But for the money, I don't know. I think the other ones are actually maybe a little better or, you know, as same. So, you can save yourself a lot of money. Funny story, that ND9, I have been after that and after that bulb for a long time. I've had about 4 different shops tell me that's the bulb I need for this truck. And I like those guys down at the Mafia Chrome Shop. I think it's a good place. I think they're very educated, know what they're talking about. And I have been stopped in there 3 times. I have called them multiple times, and they just keep saying, nope, we don't have it. We'll get a hold of you when we do. And I was thinking, come on, guys, make a phone call. Call your distributor. Find out when they're going to be here. And they just wouldn't do that. And finally, when I took John from GBT Travels in there and showed him around in there and stuff, and that video he did, I was actually getting frustrated with him. And when I walked out, I said, forget it. I grabbed my iPad and punched it up on the internet, and I found Iowa 80 Truck Stop had them. And I called them up, and they had them, and boom, shipped them right out. They cost me a lot more. They were $169 with shipping and tax and everything. Where the Mafia, they regularly sell them for $139. The Mafia Chrome Shop had them for $129. But here's the real funny thing about it is I said, okay, here's my credit card, send them. And I got out the phone, and me and John kept running, and we were running down 69 through Oklahoma, maybe an hour and a half later. We left the Chrome Shop maybe two and a half hours before this. And also my phone rings. I answered. Here, it's the Mafia Chrome Shop. We just left. And they're like, hey, yeah, you wanted us to call you. We got those headlamps, and we got them in. I was like, I was just there. And he's like, oh, yeah, we probably didn't get them out yet. You know, I just told him, I said, too late. I already ordered them someplace else. So kind of guess maybe which ones I have in my truck right now. And I think we'll leave that a mystery. Which ones do you think I have installed in my truck at this moment? So there you go. So I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, a great night as you're watching this here video. And if you are not, I'll be certain to change that and just try it all over again tomorrow. Don't forget to hit the subscribe down below, and to the right of the subscribe button is the bell. Click on that bell. That will give you notifications of every video that I put out. Then the world will keep on turning. So I'll catch you guys later. See ya.